Welcome to my channel Max My Heartbeat. Hi students, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing good, right? Okay, thank you so much. And so let us continue our topic, vector algebra. In vector algebra we have discussed about introduction of vectors in the previous classes. If anyone is missing means first watch that video, then only you can understand today's concept. Okay, so now in today's concept let us start and understand parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, so what is the parallelogram law of vectors? Let us understand parallelogram law of vectors, the diagram. So here, for suppose this is my vector a bar. Okay, and one more vector I am taking b bar from here. Okay, so if I join this and form a parallelogram here, yes, if I join this and form a parallelogram like this, then see here, we know that all vectors are free vectors. Free vectors means we can shift them from one side to other side when they are in a parallel direction. Okay, so here this vector is parallel to this vector, so that I am shifting this vector to here. Okay, so here this is a bar and this is b bar, but I want the diagonal AC here. Okay, so what is the length of the diagonal AC? Is nothing but AB plus BC, right? So that this diagonal becomes a bar plus b bar. Clear? So the same triangle law only we are applying here, but here we are getting diagonals. That's why we are taking AB as vector A and BC side as vector B. Then the length of the longest diagonal becomes a bar plus b bar. Okay, so this is called parallelogram law of vectors. And if I take one more vector like this from D to B, then this vector becomes a bar minus b bar. Okay, the shortest diagonal becomes a bar minus b bar, and the longest diagonal becomes a bar plus b bar, where a bar and b bar are the lengths of the parallel sides. Understood? So this is the parallelogram law of vectors. Understood everybody? This a bar minus b bar means this length, and a bar plus b bar means length of AC. Okay, length of DB is a bar minus b bar and length of AC is a bar plus b bar. Clear? This is what we are dealing in parallelogram law of vectors. Understood? So whenever we are taking a parallelogram such that length of the parallel sides are a bar and b bar, then length of the longest diagonal becomes a bar plus b bar and length of the shortest diagonal becomes a bar minus b bar. This is the parallelogram law of vectors, very important. Understood? So with this we have completed our parallelogram law of vectors. So let us see two problems related to this parallelogram or introduction of vectors. Okay, let us do some two problems related to vectors now. Okay. So first example, ABCD is a parallelogram whose diagonals meet at P if O is a fixed point if O is a fixed point, then OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is equal to dash. So we have to find out the vector OA bar plus OB bar plus OC bar plus OD bar is equal to how much. So option A OP bar. Option B, 2 times of OP bar. Option C, 3 times of OP bar. And option D, 4 times of OP bar. Okay. He has given that ABCD. Okay. First, let us draw the parallelogram ABCD here. Okay. This is my parallelogram ABCD. Yes. And he is saying that P diagonals AC and DB meet at point P. Okay. So this is the point of intersection of the diagonals. And very important is that diagonals bisect each other, means AP, length of AP is also equal to length of PC. In the same way, length of DP is also equal to length of PB. Understood? Wait, this is first only one line. This is 2 lines, means this side is, this length is equal to this length and this length is equal to this length. Okay? Next, now we want the, if P is any point, any fixed point. See here, in such type of questions, what you have to do means you have to apply a trick. What trick means? Take any letter as the point O. For suppose for my convenience, I am taking this A as O. Okay. So now, so first let me take OA plus OB plus OC plus OD. Okay. Okay. So now, anyhow, A is nothing but O. So O is nothing but A. So A means not possible. So cancel. Plus, in the place of O, I should write AB. Plus, in the place of O, I should write AC. Plus AD. Okay. So now, see here, AB plus AD. If I take AB plus AD, again plus AC. Okay. So AB plus AD. So in a parallelogram, we know that this length is equal to this length. So AB plus BC is AC from parallelogram law. Since AD is equal to BC, right? So AB plus AD is AC plus AC. So how many times of AC I am getting? 2 times of AC, right? So this is equal to 2 times of AC. But see here, AP is equal to PC, right? So AC I can write as 2 times of AP. See here, AP is equal to PC, right? So AC is equal to 2 times of AP, correct? So that is equal to 2 into AC. This implies AC is equal to 2 times of AP, correct? So if this is AP, this is also AP. So AC is equal to 2 times of AP. The same I am substituting here in the place of 2 times of AP. Okay, so that is equal to 2 into 2 is 4 AP. So but A is equal to 1, so I am substituting so that I will get 4 OP bar. Understood? So what is our answer? 4 OP bar is our answer. So in such type of problems, what you have to do means use the trick. What is the trick means? Take any of the vector, any of the vertices as O, and then you proceed for the answer. You will get the answer very easily. Understood? So this is my first example. I hope everybody understood my example now. Okay, good. Next, let us see one more example. Next example. Example, if A bar comma B bar are represented if A bar comma B bar are represented by the sides AB and BC of a regular hexagon, A, B, C, D, E, F, then vector represented by FA will be dash, and our options: option A bar plus B bar, option B bar minus A bar, option C A bar minus B bar, and option D 2B bar minus A bar. Okay. So first let me draw the figure. Regular hexagon. Hexagon means how many sides? 6 sides. Okay. So this is my regular hexagon. So A, B, C, D, E, F means this vector FA, how much we have to find out. That only I am taking as X. And what more he has given means, he has given that sides AB and BC of regular hexagon are represented by A bar and B bar. So AB is A bar and BC is B bar. Okay. So now I can shift these parallel vectors here, right? So if this is A bar, then see here AB bar, BC bar, CD bar, DE bar, F bar and FA bar, right? So if AB bar is A bar, then my ED bar, right? ED bar is also A bar, right? In the same way, if BC bar is B bar, then my FE bar is also B bar, correct? In the same way, if FA bar is X, then my DC bar is also X. Okay. So if I move B bar, BC bar is B bar, right? So my AD bar becomes 2 times of B bar. Why? Because in a regular hexagon, 6 from each diagonal, if I draw like this, 6 equilateral triangles are formed. Means this angle is, all these sides are equal. Why? Because hexagon means how many sides? How many sides? 6 sides. So here in my center angle, how much? 360 divided by how many parts it is? 6. So that each part is 60 degrees, right? And I am saying that these two sides are equal. When these two sides are equal, then these angles are also equal, right? So 60, 60, 60. Like that, how many? So what is the type of triangle here? Equilateral triangle. So how, like that, how many equilateral triangles? 6 equilateral triangles are formed. So when this one is B bar, then this one up to here is B bar and this one is B bar. So total becomes 2 B bar, right? So now let us do this problem now. Okay. So now first A, D, E, F, I will apply the loop law. So I am moving in this direction and vector is also moving in the same direction, so that I will get 2B bar. But I am moving in this direction, but vector in this reverse direction, so minus A bar. Okay. Now again I am moving like this, but vector is like this direction, so minus B bar. Okay. Now FA means X plus X is equal to 0. My displacement is 0, right? So now, so 2B bar minus B bar is B bar minus A bar plus X is equal to 0. So X is equal to minus A becomes plus A and plus B becomes minus B. So X is equal to A bar minus B bar. Which option? Option C. Understood? So everyone should get the idea that hexagon means how many equilateral triangles? 6 equilateral triangles will be formed. Okay, understood? That's why when the 6 equilateral triangles are formed, when this is B bar, here also half of that becomes B bar, and here also half of that becomes B bar. So total B bar plus B bar becomes 2 B bar. So after taking 2 B bar, then we have to apply loop law for ADEF. Okay, so that we'll get our answer correctly. Understood everybody? So students, these are 2 important problems which I wanted to discuss with you in parallelogram, vector algebra concept, and with that I am ending today's concept. I hope everyone understood these 2 problems which are very important. So practice these problems. You may get these problems in IIT JEE also. These are asked in previous years. So I have discussed with you. So students, if you really like my videos, please give it a thumbs up and inform to your friends to subscribe my channel, share my videos to your friends and inform them to subscribe my channel. And don't forget about the precautions of COVID-19. And that's all for today. Take care. Bye.